So I currently have the door, well, one door off for painting, and I'm planning on painting the rest of the doors in here. But because I have that one door off for the linen closet right here behind me, I need to do something that I should have been doing for a long time, but it's hard not to make excuses as to why I can't get it done now, because the door is off, it's getting painted, and there's some shelves in there that need a fresh update, as well as removing the wallpaper. So many of you are putting up wallpaper on your walls. I still have one that I have to take down. Yeah, I know, look, don't judge. I just haven't gotten around to it. And I really didn't even want to do it. It's in the closet. It still looked good. It was neat. So it wasn't like it was peeling and I just needed to just like tear it off or something. It was put in pretty great. And I was able to live with it up until now. So anyways, it's off my chest. It's time to get it done. And no better time than now. All right, look. See, not disastrous at all. You can see it's pretty, right? It's pretty. If I had to take it down, would I put this type of wallpaper back up? No. So again, whoever installed it did it. It was a professional for sure. For them to come up in this small space and put wallpaper in here, incredible. And so there's no peeling corners, but I think it's time to just get rid of it, and that's what I'm gonna do. Get rid of the wallpaper, repaint the shelves. I think they're in still pretty good condition, so fresh coat of paint on the shelves. Of course, once the wallpaper comes out, I'm going to, hopefully the walls are pretty good. I'll wipe them, make sure any residue, if there's any residue, get rid of that, and then just give it a fresh coat of paint. So fingers crossed that there isn't a lot of repairs to be done in here once I remove the wallpaper. And I think there might be a few things I need to edit, but yeah, okay. Need to get her done.
Now, as I'm removing each of the shelves, I am noticing that each one of them are quite beaten up, so I do have plans to replace them. I just knew that removing this wallpaper was not going to be a fun project. The wallpaper is pretty thick. It's like it's got a couple layers, something like the outer layer being a little plasticky or like vinyl and a paper backing. So it's going to be like a two-step process where I'm going to peel off the top portion of the wallpaper, the outer layer, and then try to see how I can remove the paper portion away from the wall. What I'm doing here is saturating the paper or this layer of wallpaper with water. So it's just in a spray bottle and I'm just spraying the surface with water, and that will allow me to be able to easily scrape this off the wall. Otherwise it would just have me spending hours trying to peel it off if I didn't otherwise do that. So Just to make life a little easier, I am going through this process so that I can move through it a little quicker. It may not seem like I'm getting anywhere, but I am actually making progress. There are some areas where the water has dried out a bit. I think I got ahead of myself. So I'm just gonna mist again and make sure it's really well saturated before I start scraping again.
I pretty much caulked all the gaps. There were very tight gaps per se, so I think just the caulking should hold up in here. Maybe if it was a little wider gaps in the seams, I might have applied some drywall tape and then covered over with some of the putty, but I think the putty alone in the corners should be fine. I would have showed you what I had done, but my back would have been turned to the camera, and since it's a small space, all you would have seen is my back. So we took out this particular shelf support because we thought that the support was bowed, which is why it was sort of fighting back from the wall. But after examining the support, it's actually pretty straight. So I think it's the wall that's bowed. So we're going to try to put it back in and secure it better, hopefully that it will stay. So that will be a bit of a fight when we put that in, but otherwise these are like minor patches. I don't know if I'm going to fill and sand them with some drywall compound. I don't know. It's a small space, and do I want to be that fussy touching up a lot of these imperfections here, and if maybe just a coat of paint will suffice. So I don't know, we'll see how I'm feeling. If I need to be completely perfect in here. We'll see what the paint says, and hopefully I'll be happy with it. So I put the same piece of support that I took out, and evidently it's the wall that's bowed ever so slightly. So I am not going to worry about this bit of a gap. Once the shelf goes on, you won't see it, and what's important is that this is secure. So I don't have to waste time worrying about perfection here. So the next thing I'm going to do is paint the supports, and then I'm going to paint the walls. And the reason why I paint the supports is because I don't want to use painter's tape if I had to paint the walls first, because it's easier for me to cut around the supports as opposed to painting the walls and then trying to not mess the walls up by then painting the supports. So I think it'll be easier for me to just mess the walls up now while I paint the supports, and then I can use a brush and cut around the supports when I paint the wall. My method might not be what the pros do, but this works for me. It's finished. I am so happy to be out of this tiny little box. And I had zero touch-ups. Amazing. So when I put in the shelves, I gently put them in there and it didn't scuff the walls going down. The shelves are like a perfect fit. I can't like, I can't even like, well, it took me forever to take everything down, take down the wallpaper. I really didn't want to go in there, you know, such a tiny little space to work in, but I can't tell you how thrilled I am to finally get this closet done. It's done, and I'm gonna load the things back in there. But before I do that, I think I might have some editing. I mentioned that before, so I will probably show you, maybe I'll show you what I'm getting rid of, and if I'm going to use any new or updated baskets or bins to store some of the stuff that's going to go back in this lovely finished linen closet.